up. So the people who are telling you the truth are the people who have to walk to the facilities. Dear Mr. President, the people who are telling you the truth is a man who talked to us in February, and he's a cancer patient. And he was in remission for a while, and then, unfortunately, his cancer came back. When he went back to hospital to then be able to access, he made sure that he was paid up until November. We're talking about November 2026, because he paid for a year. He went back to hospital in January and they told him, well, there's a problem here and we're not able to offer you the care that you need. For whatever reason, it was not attended to. So you know what he does, dear Mr. President? He goes to see his doctor. He lies about his symptoms so that he can get the least care that would then be prescribed for the least shillings that he has to spend. He doesn't tell the truth about how he's feeling. He doesn't tell the truth about what his real symptoms are. He doesn't tell the truth about the real state of his health. So that whatever medical care he will be given, he will just spend the money that he has on him that day so that, you know, he doesn't kick the bucket and that he just remains alive in order to make it happen. These are the stories. These are the people who will tell you the truth. Dear Mr. President, you surround yourself with people all the time who either will tell you one thing to remain on the good side of politics or will tell you another thing to kind of stick the finger in your eye. I repeat, the people who will tell you the truth are the people who have to walk through those doors. Teachers, there are about 400,000 in this country. Yep. They're responsible for teaching our children in schools. They've basically said to you that until you reinstitute the system that allowed them to go to a medical facility without having to pay out of their pocket again, they will not go back to teach. This is the real situation about healthcare in the country. Dear Mr. President, things are not looking too good. And your people want to talk to you this morning and tell you that 1, 2, 3 have to be in order. I had a browse through the charters of each county. Yep. And 32 out of 47 charters mention healthcare.
Healthcare, yeah.
32 out of 47 charters mention healthcare. Apart from that, there was an entire health charter. There were health professionals who came and sat, and they came up with what the healthcare system in the country was going to look like. And it is upon that that you established SHA. The people who want to use it for political gain, I want you to ignore them for a minute. Dear Mr. President, listen to the people who are walking through the doors of medical facilities every hour in this country and are being turned back. The people who still have to go to their families to ask for money and their friends so that they can be treated. The people who are in Busia, 16 women who have children and are not released because of bills. Mm-hmm. These are the people who are talking to you this morning, dear Mr. President. They want to talk to you again.
You know, most of the time when you talk about matters to do with healthcare, at times it's good to just personalize it. And I'm going to do that. Mm-hmm. You remember when December, January, I had a problem with my eye, right? Mm-hmm. I went to the hospital. I tried using SHA. Guess what? It did not work for me. I couldn't decide. I couldn't decide. I'm going to be honest here. You know, I was forced to use a private insurance card. Right? And even after that, every other month after that, I've had to buy medication for my eye. Mm-hmm. That is, aside from the fact that as we speak right now, Mama went through a surgery. Mm-hmm. Did not work for me at that point. Mama has gone for 2 surgeries. Did not work for me. Every other checkup that is, she's going to hospital. Mm-hmm. She's not using SHA. We have to go deeper into our pockets. That is my personal story and many other Kenyans out there. So when we are told that SHA is working, that SHA is delivering, for who? Because for me, it did not. And not just me, for my parent, it did not. For the woman who's giving birth outside the hospital because they are unable to access that, it did not work for them, Mr. President. And you see, I was also just thinking about it the other day, and I don't understand how a cabinet secretary for health would come sell me the idea. The president will sell me the idea, the promise that SHA is working, yet themselves are not using that facility. It can be that we as Wananchi pay up for this insurance cover for all the 55 million Kenyans. But we have a cabal of individuals who are here selling us the promise over something that they are not using themselves. Mr. President, it can be. If you're selling me the promise of SHA, you have to be signee 001 on SHA. as the person who uses that cover. Cabinet Secretary Duale, I'm going to call you out. You can't sell sharp for me that it's working, yet you are using a private insurance. No. You have to consume that which you're selling and giving a promise that it's working. It is only through that that we will see this thing happen. Magufuli did it in Tanzania. What did he say? Every other public servant, whether you are a cabinet secretary, whoever you are, the hospital that you are selling to Wananchi is where you will go. And through that, hospitals started working and functioning because their lives were on the line. Can be that all of us, we are put into this basket to go access this healthcare, that them themselves who are selling the promise can't stand behind that facility and use it. Can't be.
Can't be that you're selling something that you're not